Then Donald Trump is celebrating the indictment of former FBI Director James Comey this morning, and he's warned that others could be prosecuted too.
Yeah, but the president says it's not about revenge. So for more, we are joined by former FBI agent Scott Curtis, live from Abu Dhabi. Scott, good to see you. Comey's accused of lying to Congress. He says he's innocent. Can you put it into perspective for us Aussies? How serious are these charges?
Well, they're serious because they're felony charges here, and they stem from his testimony in front of Congress in September of 2020, where he was asked about previous testimony related to the leaking of sensitive information regarding the Russia collusion investigation of Donald Trump. And these are significant because Mr. Comey now becomes the first FBI director, former director, who has ever been charged with federal crimes. And, the public has an interest in this for two reasons, in my opinion. Number one, Mr. Comey set a bad precedent and a dangerous example to the FBI as an organization there by engaging in conduct like this, where he was basically giving a green light to subordinates to violate policies and violate the law. And if the FBI is going to be a trusted organization by the public there, the public needs to believe that the FBI is going to be truthful and honest in how they engage in investigations.
What about this prediction, Scott, from Donald Trump that there will be others, and he says that it's not about revenge? What do you make of that? And more importantly, who do you think could be next?
Well, there are several individuals who were also questioned about their involvement in the Russia collusion investigation, which originated in 2016 and went on for several years thereafter, including when Robert Mueller was appointed as special counsel. And some of those individuals were also involved in leaking sensitive and classified information to the press. So that could be potential charges. The issue with some of these individuals and the conduct they were involved in is whether it's still within the statute of limitations, which for much of that conduct is 5 years. Whether this is political retribution or not, that depends on which news channel here in the United States you're listening to. When individuals involved in the Trump organization were being investigated and prosecuted, it was all about justice and nobody is above the law, coming from some news channels. But now those same news channels are saying that this is political retribution there. So it depends on what side of the political spectrum, unfortunately, you're on how you view this investigation.
Did you ever work with Comey, and what do you make of him?
Yeah, I worked under Jim Comey when he was the FBI director. Sad to say that my interaction with him, I got the sense he was somebody that I couldn't trust. And I've also spoken, recently to other agents who worked under him when he was the director. And some of those individuals got the same feeling back then. And, he seemed to be an individual who thought that he could set his own rules and get away with it at the end of the day, and that he would find enough people there, either in the government or news organizations there, that, would support him and back him up, no matter what evidence came out, implicating him in illegal activity or violating policies or procedures.
Does he strike you as a fighter as well? As we've seen, he's come out saying, bring on the trial, let's do this.
Well, I think as we've seen from his statements and actions there since he's been fired, that's what he's been touting, this aggressive fighting attitude about things there. And, what else is he going to say at this point? Obviously, he's going to have his day in court. We're going to see what other evidence has been collected in this investigation and whether anybody else could be included there as either a co-conspirator or unindicted co-conspirator there, and what other witnesses and corroborating evidence the FBI has collected there to solidify this case against him.
Well, look, it is unprecedented. I feel like we say that too much when it comes to Donald Trump, but we will wait and see how this plays out. Scott